So when you use the stick on the back, you want there to be enough space behind the stick to where you can slide your hand through to where it meets the thick part of the thumb. So it should stop right in this position where it hits the thumb. That's the thickness of your lumbar spine curve. So if you don't have that and you put the stick on your back and your back is flat like this, you can't fit your hand back there. And if it's too curved like this, you could fit your whole arm back there. So you want just enough curve to where you can slide it through and it stops right at that thumb level. Just like this. So you want to hold the stick lower back, middle back in your head. So for the bend on the knees, you're going to want to use a 6-inch foam roller. So six inches tall. And then you're going to need a stick. So the positioning is you just bring your knees on top of the roller, just like this. You start out tall, kneeling, so there should be a line from the knee, hip, shoulder, and ear, and your toes are using for balance. So you're going to want to do this in bare feet so you can use your toes to balance. And then you use the stick, you place it behind your back. You want 3 points of contact with the stick. So my low back, your tailbone, your middle back, and your head should be touching the whole time throughout the exercise. Bend forward. And back up. My other hand, I just use and I turn my thumb away right by my side, and that's just going to help keep your shoulder in a good alignment. So the shoulder isn't roll forward, keep the shoulder back, bend forward, and then up. So as you're bending down, you don't want the stick to lose contact. You don't want your head to fall forward. And you want to keep that curve in your back the whole time. So anytime throughout that bend, if the stick changes on your back, you have to really focus on your technique with the stick. So the stick's going to stay here, and I'm going to reach back into the hip. This is a hip hinge movement. So if you were to do like a squat, it would look more like this, right? So that's a squat movement. Versus here, I'm tall and I'm reaching forward from my hip and then back up. I'm not squatting down. I'm reaching my hips back and then down. You want to go for about 3 seconds down. You want to hold the bottom for about 1 to 2 seconds, and then you want to come back up for 3 seconds. You're going to exhale as you go down and then inhale back up. So it's going to look like this. Start at the top, bring the belly, full belly breath, and then you're going to exhale. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. You're going to go down 15 to 20 times in a row. That way, you're really going to start to build up endurance. And you only want to go down as far as you can without pain. So if you find a point to where you go down and it hurts, like say if you hinge and you start to feel pain, you're going too far, you got to come up out of that painful area and then just work into that position. So I'm going to go down to where I don't feel any pain, and then up. Down to where I don't feel any pain, and then up.